Sometimes wolves will bark howl when they feel nervous or threatened.
Check back in with the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. See, I've been waiting for this movie for a long time. I've been following all the lore. I've been followed like Instagram pages and fan pages about the Kong universe, the Skull Island universe. I'm really invested in this. Just to give you some backstory about myself and my obsession with the monster universe and monster movies. See, Kong and Godzilla, they're just they're just they're just built different in the monster universe. There's no other monster in any, but there are very little monsters in forms of media that have the grasp, the box office draw that Godzilla and Kong have. Yeah, but for me, it all goes back to Godzilla being based around the tragedy of Hiroshima and Nagasaki when they dropped the air bomb. And Godzilla as a movie, as a monster, it represented that fear, that terror in the movie. Kong, I have heard very compelling arguments about the Godzilla one. About the Kong, I'm not sure. Kong just seems like a big ape, but just go back to the scene in Inglourious Bastards.
Aus dem Urwald nach Amerika kam. Schiff? War die Reise gegen meinen Willen? Auf der Schiffsreise lag ich da in Ketten. Als ich in Amerika ankam, wurde ich da in Ketten zur Schau gestellt.
Ja.
Bin ich die Geschichte des Negers in Amerika?
Nein.
Also dann muss ich King Kong sein.
It could be about the web series, but most of the Kong movies are based on them are centered around the island and the monsters. Although you could look deeper into it with Kong being a representation of the beauty in the monster, the childness in the monster, how if you want to kill Kong, it's more out of fear than out of necessity. But we can get into it after we review this trailer. Building destruction. We have a neon brightness. A flicker. I don't know who she is, and by that I mean I don't know who the actor is, nor do I know who she is. I'm sorry if the sound's off, but with my setup you won't even be able to hear the sound if I put the volume up. You'll see Kong's on a flicker. Look at that hand. See, this is absolutely massive. Kong looks like he's grown several feet, maybe even twice his size in Skull Island. But if we were to scale this, actually let's go Google. But you see them, they've captured Kong. It's going to Warner Brothers. They're going through Warner Brothers and Legendary. See, they've captured Kong in these nuts and bolts, this machinery. They don't look very heavy for Kong, but Kong's sporting a beard. You should remember Kong from Skull Island. Or no, my stats. See Kong here. He doesn't look like he has a beard, whereas he does look like he has a beard here. Oh my God, more humans, I don't know this girl. Oh, with Kong doll, she's a character. I know as monster fans don't want humans, but it's something that we have to live with. We hear Kong agitated in the shower, in a storm. That's a big finger, but it's a big finger, but that may not be accurate with size calculations. You never know. Oh, now they feel Godzilla coming up, and Godzilla's like going through ships, very hostile. He's never been this hostile in any of the previous movies, in this current universe. I mean, look, looks like he's purposely taking out ships. Godzilla's down there, and you see Kong. Kong looks very massive. If my memory serves correctly, this is probably the length that Kong would be if he was from the last movie. So he's grown like exponentially. or maybe even linearly. We never, we might never know before the movie's out. And I see Kong, and I see Godzilla like destroying the freight, almost attacking Kong, almost hitting Kong, and I see he's very hostile. The CGI does look very good. They do go a little too fast for me. I appreciate it. Like, yeah, this sequence was done very well, and this cannot support both their weight. Let's go back. Let's look at the back. This movement is done supremely well. See this motion. It's slow because they're so massive. You gotta feel about their size and their mass. Massive. I know this year. Oh, just sort of tackle him back to the sea. Then, oh my God, so cheesy. You do this. Harkens back to the old days of the man in the gorilla suit. The major morals. That was quite cheesy. I like that. Then we have Godzilla. It looked like to be neon Tokyo. I don't know why Tokyo would be neon, but the guy from the Godzilla movie. Yes. Why is Godzilla attacking us? Why is Godzilla attacking the humans? Made by Brown. Kong's back in his home island. How does this make sense? It seems like a continuity error because remember the Skullcrawler was supposed to have killed Kong's species, or at least his parents. I'll have to go and look that up. If it was just Kong's species or Kong's parents, they outnumbered them, so that's why they killed him. But even then, Kong was pretty evenly matched with the Skullcrawler, the big one, as stated. But come on, guys. Now go flashback to the war, the ancient war with the monsters, and where there shall be one who will be king. We have these new monsters and we have like Godzilla's, what? I can't remember what they're called. I'll just call them spikes. We have Godzilla spikes and monsters, and it looks like Kong is on top of the spikes, or it could be like a painting, a luminescent painting, a glow in the dark flashlight. Glow in the dark flashlight, really? It's dumb. Or a glow in the dark paint. Because it really it does not look. Oh, Godzilla. Really, it does not look like it's. It is pretty big. It's pretty massive, but it doesn't really look like Godzilla's actual body. So it's not at the end of the fight where Kong is almost beating Godzilla. They really did beef up Kong. As a primary, Kong will have. Kong should have a better chance because their bodies are much more mobile than the slow moving Godzilla, or a guy in a lizard suit. Typically, reptiles aren't as active, or they don't have as much fast twitch muscle fibers, so they will fight because Godzilla is pretty and durable. Then we have some Pacific Rim esque fight. Oh, this is just terrible. It's like a Bollywood movie with special effects. Come on. It's pretty clear from the trailer that Godzilla's killing people. And I guess that's it. There was a lot of hype for this movie, and the trailer is like, the trailer's alright. Won't be too good, too great, but all the comments we have are just be, how there's too many people interactions. Why are there human characters in the monster movie? Why isn't it just monsters? That's which is a lot of criticism that we had with the Transformer movies, but is what it is. Like us, love IGN. If monster, oh yeah, this is one of the better memes. BVS. Yes, I saw a lot of these comments from the last time. From the last movie. The Godzilla King of the Monster movies was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. quite harsh. One of the worst movies that year. I don't remember. I don't remember being so excited for a movie and being so let down because of how rushed I felt everything was. Even like 20 seconds of they just had to put the camera on the monsters for like 10 seconds more than what they did. That was like the only like takeaway that I wanted from the movie, to have this sense of grandeur from the monsters with the monsters, because they did a great job of making the monsters feel massive and larger than life. They moved pretty slowly. When they roared, growled, you could feel it, especially in theaters. God, I miss the theater. Another fan theory: Godzilla. Fine. Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. The head of King Ghidorah that was the head of King Ghidorah that was found in the ocean, and at the end credits of the last Godzilla movie, King of the Monsters. Yeah, probably. Kong, killed by sleepy gas. Kong, also stable. No. Actually, it's an atomic. Well, actually, it's atomic breath. It isn't supposed to be a beam. If we're in the continuity of the first one, the first original Godzilla in '54. Oh yes, the infamous Game of Thrones. Oh shit. Oh yes, the infamous Game of Thrones pitch. We forgot about it. We forgot we forgot Godzilla will save the world. Who did you decide? History. This is true. True. Kong did not come at the meeting. Kong did not enter the meeting with the other monsters. Yeah, time moves. Yeah, it is a trope. It is a trope. Fair enough. Kong's not. Fair enough. Kong is not a monster. Kong is not a monster. That is, a misconception on this guy's part. So, screw this guy. Devin Height, downvoted. Never see him again. Meet me in the principal's office. Bring me Thanos. Superior inferiority. Superior infinity. I'm not familiar with your work. You're verified. Much bigger than I am. Please give me a shout out. Yes, I do agree. Godzilla heart. Godzilla red heart. Yes. He is not our enemy. Oh wait. It was Jeremy Irons in that movie, wasn't it? He is not our enemy. No, that's more Alan Rickman. Never mind. Kong bows to no one. I mean, come on, dude. I know I said this too, but come on. A ship has some buoyancy to it. Ships don't just dump down if there's too much weight on it. What? When? This man is lying. 3 hours ago, fake news. We were computers. I saw computers. Yes. It is worth mentioning that some of the lines are very cringe. Come on, that's a given, my man. Alright, so pretty neutral take on the movie. I had high hopes. It looks like it might not live up to them. There will definitely be cool action scenes. If you want to support this movie, I suggest you go to the theater, or at least you work together and end lockdown wherever you are. But Jeremy Johns, please. Jeremy Johns, please. I love you so much. Keanu Reeves, bootleg Keanu Reeves. But yeah. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.